Hello, second grade writers. Today we're going to continue with Lesson 3 for Unit 1, Module A. Our writing objective for today is, I will be able to create a new character. Create a new character. In narrative writing, a writer creates characters that engage readers. Today we will create a new character who could be a friend of Theo's. Let's look at some guiding questions to help us. How can we describe what the character looks and sounds like? How can we tell what the character does or says? How can we tell what the character thinks or feels? And how can we tell what others think of the character? Let's look at some examples from the text. Theo, she said in her soft voice, take a deep breath and calm down first. Then you can tell me the whole story. This paragraph tells me Miss Lee has a soft voice, so I know what she sounds like. I also see what Miss Lee tells Theo. Both her voice and her words tell me Miss Lee is a calm, sensible person. Our next example. Theo liked Miss Lee. She was kind and always listened when he had a problem. She was always smiling. Theo did what she said. He took a deep breath and then another one just to be on the safe side. This paragraph tells me what another character, Theo, thinks of Miss Lee. It gives me his point of view about her. He thinks she is a kind and caring teacher. So let's create a character together to practice first. The character will be another teacher who would like to help Theo and his friends. Okay, so before we get to the guiding questions, maybe we can come up with the name Mr. Anderson for a new teacher. Okay, so we need to figure out, what does the teacher look or sound like? So some possible answers that I'm going to put in this web graphic organizer is that maybe he is tall and has a loud laugh. Okay, what the teacher thinks or feels. So a possible answer is that he becomes surprised and angry when he hears about what the big boys have done. What the teacher says. So Mr. Anderson wants to help out Theo. So something that he might say is, hi, Theo. Can I help? Okay, and then finally, what Theo thinks about the teacher. So remember, we want Theo's point of view. So some possible answers is that Mr. Anderson could be his favorite teacher, and he likes his jokes. He's a funny teacher. Okay, so you see how I have put some information about my character, Mr. Anderson, in this graphic organizer. So now I'm going to use that information to write my story. Here is the example. Mr. Anderson was tall, and he had a loud laugh. He was one of Theo's favorite teachers because he told the best jokes. When he saw Miss Lee and Theo, he asked, "What's the problem? Can I help?" Mr. Anderson was surprised and angry when he heard that some boys had taken away the trucks in the sandbox. So now in your online writing journal, which is a Google Doc, you're going to go down to Lesson 3 and follow these directions. You will create a character who will be a friend of Theo's. Use the graphic organizer to help you list your character's physical traits, so that is what they look like, thoughts, and word choices. Now in your writing journal, I put in a graphic organizer, but if it helps you, you could draw this web on a separate piece of paper. So you put one oval in the middle, then you connect the other ovals with a line. So you should have a total of 5 ovals, and all of these outside traits will connect to your character's name. Okay, so write a paragraph using the information from the web. Be sure to include Theo's point of view of the character. On a separate piece of paper, draw a picture of the character to illustrate your description. Remember, illustrate means to draw a picture. Okay, so to help you get started, we want to start by introducing your character. Okay, so maybe we're going to say, my character's name is, okay, and now you are going to fill in the rest because this is your character that you get to create. Have fun with it. And if you have any questions, please let me know on Google Classroom, or when we have our Google Meet, I can help you out. Thank you.